The dark side of the moon. It sounds creepy, doesn't it? But in fact, it's as bright as the side we can see. After all, it receives as much sunlight. The only difference is that it faces away from us. You might think you know everything about the moon. You were born under its gentle light, looked into its craters through your parents' telescope, made wishes upon falling stars. But what do you actually know about this celestial body? Today, we'll show you 12 photos that reveal the most amazing secrets of the moon. In 1959, the Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 captured the first photo of the dark side of the moon. Do you notice anything strange? The relief is completely different from what we see from Earth. There are no continents or oceans, no mountains or valleys. It's a vast, flat plain. However, the latest photos taken by modern spacecraft show a different reality. What happened? In 2019, the Chinese probe Chang'e made history by becoming the first spacecraft to land on the far side of the moon. Its photo shows a rough, heavily cratered surface, much like the moon's visible hemisphere. So what did they see back in 1959? The authors of the project assumed that the far side of the moon was covered with a layer of regolith, a loose rock and dust mixture that could be up to several meters thick. But wait, there are even more mysteries. Look at this photo taken by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. How many craters do you see? Now look at this photo taken from almost the same distance. On the dark side, there are dozens of times more craters, and that means that this area has never been covered with a layer of dust and has remained almost untouched for billions of years. In other words, it's a so-called impact winter. Intense bombardment by asteroids and meteorites solidified the surface and protected it from any volcanic activity. Scientists believe that this period ended about 3.2 billion years ago, when the moon's core began to cool, and the intense meteorite impacts moved to other solar system bodies. Lava erupted onto the surface, smoothing it out. This is how the moon looked before the impact winter, but then something strange happened. A meteorite hit the moon so hard that it left a giant crater. Its diameter is 2,500 kilometers, which is almost the size of Africa. The depth of the South Pole-Aitken basin reaches 8 kilometers. This is the largest crater in the solar system. It's so big that it can be seen even from Earth, but no one noticed it until the 1960s. It turned out that it was already there. The South Pole-Aitken basin is also interesting because according to some reports, it contains water ice. This photo taken by the Chinese rover U-22 on the far side of the moon shows something incredible. Can you name that strange object? Of course, it's not an alien spaceship. It's just a rock. But this is a very unusual rock because its magnetic field is 100 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic field. Scientists have discovered many such lunar magnetic anomalies, but they still don't know what they are. Some scientists suggest that these are the remains of an ancient meteorite that fell on the moon and was rich in radioactive elements. Others believe that these are traces of the moon's magnetic field, which could have been demagnetized over time due to various reasons. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. By the way, this photo clearly shows that the lunar soil was literally blown away, exposing the layers of the moon's crust. And these layers are similar to those we have on Earth. That's why some scientists believe that the moon used to be part of the Earth. However, the impact theory is much more popular. According to this version, the moon formed as a result of a giant collision between the young Earth and another planet the size of Mars. As you can see, there are many mysteries yet to be solved.